Hello everyone. I would like to welcome Dr. Ram, who is the head of Electrical Engineering Department at Maharashtra Institute of Technology. Thank you so much, sir, for being on our platform and taking out your time to be a part of an initiative Thoughts on Education. This initiative will help to bridge the long due gap between the vision of the top management and the students. So, sir, first of all, I would like to have your introduction and please brief us about your profile.
Okay, thank you, Neha. Very good afternoon to one and all. First, I would like to introduce myself. I am Dr. Ram Kanhi. I am working as an associate professor and head of Electrical Engineering Department at Maharashtra Institute of Technology. To talk about me, I am a postgraduate in instrumentation as well as I have pursued my PhD. So both the degrees I have pursued from Dr. SJJS Institute of Engineering and Technology, Nanded, which comes under Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded. I am associated with this institution since last 15 years. Presently, I am heading Electrical Engineering Department. This department, it is inception in 2014 with the intake of 60 students in electrical engineering. This is a 4 years degree course, and in this degree course, as a head, I wish that all the students who will get admitted in this will have a very bright future. So this is all about me.
Okay, sir. So, sir, should we start with the interview?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. So, sir, my first question to you is that what is the latest program that you're offering in your department which will help students to outperform and stand apart from the crowd?
Okay, very good question. When we talk about a crowd, we definitely find that if we want to locate one particular person, so definitely he should have some extra qualities so that he will make different from the crowd. So here at Maharashtra Institute of Technology in Electrical Engineering Department, we do offer different courses which help the student to present himself better in a crowd. And to give a little bit details of that, we are having honor and minor course. And as you know that very soon the roads of our country as well as throughout the world, it will be flooded with electrical vehicles. So under this honor and minor course category, we are offering electrical vehicles, and this particular course which will help the student to get an additional degree of honors in electric vehicles along with BTech in electrical engineering. Furthermore, we are also conducting value-added courses. These value-added courses which are updated, which are very much required for the student to keep updated about their branch and whatever the latest happening around electrical engineering. So also Maharashtra Institute of Technology is now autonomous institute, and we are also proposing few certificate courses which will help the student to keep the pace with the technology that is upcoming. In addition to that, in the curriculum, we are introducing few open elective courses which will be very much required for the student to get acquainted with the artificial intelligence, machine learning and data science. So few open electives are also under this category, and the professional core elective courses, they are always there to prepare the base or to make the student foundation very strong, so that he will be able to present himself in a particular crowd with all these qualities.
Okay, sir. So, sir, my next question to you is that what are the factors that make this program the best for the students to opt?
Factors, yes, there are many factors which make the student to opt electrical engineering at Maharashtra Institute of Technology. The first and foremost thing is the state of art infrastructure we are having. The laboratories, the conventional laboratories that we were having in electrical engineering in our days, Now they are updated with the different panels, and we are having a very sophisticated lab of basic electrical engineering and drives lab. So these labs are in the form of panel wherein the student can get the characteristic, student can get the study of all the machines that are required for electrical engineering. It is just a plug and play type of panels are there. You can put any type of machine over there and you can connect and you can study that particular machine. In addition to this, we have a very strong connect with the industry, so that the student will not find this the environment which will be very, very new to him. So this connect of industry institute that helps the student to make himself industry ready. In addition to this, we are also having the tie-up with the regional training center, which is nothing but part of Mahavitaran, or the three companies of MSEB, that is the Maha Genco, Maha Transco, and distribution company. So the student, they get their training for 3 to 4 days in this center every year. So in addition to that, at our institute, we are having the Siemens Automation Center, which is called as the Center of Excellence. And in addition to that, we are having Robotics and Automation Center. Now, other factors is the location. MIT is located on Bid Bypass Road. So this location also attracts the student, and there are a lot of extracurricular activities which can make the student to opt this particular location as well as the institute, and in particular electrical engineering.
Yes, sir. So, sir, my next question to you is that what will you say the best practices in the course you are offering?
Best practices, yes. Now, when we talk about our electrical engineering branch, so we have a culture in MIT that we do insist the student to do it yourself. So as you know, electrical engineering, or for that matter, any branch of engineering, it requires a lot of practice. Experimentation is much more required. Unless and until you practice, unless and until you perform the experiment with your own hands, it may not be able to, or it will not be possible for you to call as an engineer. So this is one thing that in our laboratories, we make the student to perform each and every experiment thoroughly, so that all the concept to the student, it will be understood by him. It will be very well, because he has to carry this particular throughout his life. So when he's talking about his career, he has to carry all this stuff for his whole life, which can give him, or which can lead to his career. In addition to this, we do arrange the guest lectures of the person who are recently working with the recent technologies. We are also organizing periodically the workshop wherein the student will be acquainted with the recent technology that is happening in electrical engineering. In addition to this, it is said that the academics is very, very lagging behind with the industry. So to make the student aware of this, we are also conducting the industrial visits, which will make the student, which will give you the insight to the student that what is happening, where is our curriculum, and what all are the things which we need to do to fill the gap. In addition to this, we also support the student to participate in the industry sponsored projects. There are number of competitions that are held by the different organizations, like our affiliated university, that is Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar University. It also conducts the yearly program or competition for project, that is Avishkar. So our students are motivated to participate in the activities, and they are also bagging few of the prizes under this. In addition to the GIZ, they are also helping us to get some project from the industry, and this way the student get an opportunity to practice the best thing in the institute and the department also.
Yes, sir. And sir, please share us some valuable insights of the program that you are offering at your institute.
Okay. So valuable insight. Yes, ma'am. In electrical engineering department, we were running the different clubs, and one of the club at electrical engineering department is the club where the student, they spend their time after the working hours, like 10:30 to 5:30 is the working hour. Thereafter, the students spend around 2 hours in the club, wherein they perform the different projects. The hobby projects are there. Some of the are also copied projects, but they do it on their own self and on their own, and try to find out whether the results that are mentioned in the literature are correct, whether can we modify this. So this type of club, it is a unique club that is having that the student on their own, they spend some time, and when this thing happen, so definitely there is an exchange of ideas, there is exchange of some thought process. So in what way we can do some different things, and this way the insight is that the student exchange or students spend the time apart from their academics, and this help them to get some good new ideas for the projects, and they implement this in the curriculum where they are having the projects as well as seminar. In addition to this, the faculty members, they also take part in this particular activity. They also motivate the student that these are the things that are, these are the parts which are from the research, and they do work with the faculty members and the students. They work in coordination with each other. In addition to this, we are having a software called as the MATLAB, which is very much appreciated by all the institutions and industry. So we are having the campus-wide MATLAB software, wherein the student can install that particular software, and he can have the latest version wherein lot of new things that has been added in that software, and they can practice it. They can develop the small Simulink program models, or they can also build few small projects based on that.
Yes, sir. So, sir, my next question to you is that how does the program ensure that the students are being prepared for the future?
Yes, it is a basic job of any educational institution, that how the student are made ready for the future challenges that they will come across in their further life. Yes, giving the education of 4 years, it should be in such a quantum that it will be a stuff for him, and he should carry it for the whole life. Here at MIT, we are having the unique pattern, that is the in-plant training. This in-plant training, the student has to undergo in his 8th semester. So if a student get admitted in first year, so he will be with the institute for 3.5 years. But if a student get admitted in second year, he has to be there with the institute for 2.5 years. And the last semester, that is the 8th semester, for both the category students, they have to undergo the in-plant training of 20 weeks. We had for electrical engineering around 60 plus companies on our list. And through these companies, we do place the student in the core electrical companies as well as the other allied companies wherein an electrical engineer needs to work. So with this, the student get familiar with what are the things that are happening in the industry. When the student will be with the industry for 20 weeks, definitely during this internship program, or maybe we call it as a in-plant training, the student get familiar with the environment of industry, and during his course of learning only, he get industry ready. Another thing is that the industry people, they can have a close watch on him, they can monitor the student, and if they find the candidate suitable, they will absorb the student when they complete or when they get the BTech degree. So this is a very wonderful feature of our institute, that maximum student who show or who are very much sincere and who are hardworking. So definitely these students are picked up by the industry during their in-plant training only. So this ensures that if the student is interested to be a job seeker, so definitely he will get, because he has got all the qualities that are required for to work in the industrial environment. Now, as far as the other category, that to ensure the future of other category of student, what I mean to say by other category, those who are aspirant of maybe a GATE examination and wish to go for higher education. Some of them are interested to go for some administrative services examination. So definitely we are providing them the platform. For the GATE examination, we are thoroughly going through the syllabus of GATE examination, and when the course teacher, he is teaching that particular course, so he is advised to give more focus on those courses or those content of the course where it will be essential, where it will be useful for the candidate for GATE examination. So likewise, from second year itself, we keep on focusing on the student if he is aspiring a GATE examination. Similarly, for other examination, we do provide the guidance as and when required. Weekly, we do conduct the group discussions, we do conduct the reasoning, and all these weekly activities. Under these weekly activities, a small mental ability tests are also conducted, which will be helpful for the student to prepare for the other examinations, like as I said, the distribution, the companies of MSEB, that is the Maharashtra State Electricity Board, and so also for other power generating organizations, and few more organizations wherein an electrical engineering, that is the government undertaking organizations where electrical engineers are required. Next question.
Yes, sir. So, sir, my next question to you is that how did you train the faculty to deliver this program to the students?
Okay, very good question, ma'am. Now, normally what happens, if I want to faculty training programs, these are very much essential part, because unless and until the faculty is trained, he is brought to one particular level, then and then it is possible for carrying out the teaching learning process effectively. So to keep the faculty members updated, appraised, so we do carry out, or we promote the faculty members to attend the faculty training programs. So normally the premier institute like IITs, NITs, they do organize the faculty training programs at their organization, and we are motivating our faculty to go and attend, or maybe since last 1.5 years we are also motivating the faculty, because it has become very easy to join the faculty training programs in online mode. So also some short-term training programs are also there, maybe of 1 week or 2 weeks. So like that also they are motivated as per their specialization. They are given permission and they attend, and whenever they come, they find out how it can be correlated with the courses they are teaching. Then there are AICT and MHRD. They have taken a very good initiative, and there are a lot of NPTEL courses that are available, which are freely available to the student as well as faculty members. So the faculty members are instructed to go through the courses which are delivered by the very experienced professors of the premier institutions. In addition to this, NITTR, that is Chandigarh, this institute also conducts a lot of courses in the upcoming areas, and the faculty members are joined at a very faculty members are instructed to join these courses so that they will keep up themselves updated. In addition to this, to keep the faculty members updated during the in-plant training, when the student is at one particular industry, so our faculty members, they do have a dialogue with the person who is giving in-plant training, maybe the manager of the company, maybe the supervisor at that particular workstation. So they have a connect with that faculty member, have the connect with these people, and they have a dialogue that what all are the things that are being given to the student, and this way the connect with the industry is also taken care, so that while delivering their curriculum, it may not be it is not to say that the student is not given the industry knowledge. In addition to this, the societal aspect, as far as the teachers are concerned, so there are the courses that are run for universal human values. So every faculty member of the department is instructed to do this course so that its social as well as ethical morals of that faculty member, it will be elevated. So also there are ICT tools for the online teaching learning process. So the faculty members, they are also allowed, or they are made compulsory rather, to go attend these courses, so that their ICT tools, it will help them to make the content of their presentation or lectures in a very interesting way, and the student will enjoy learning.
Yes, sir. So, sir, my next question to you is that how do you tend to build an industry connect with this program?
Industry connect is very important. Unless and until for an electrical engineer to get all the skill set, the industry institute connect is very important. So for this, as I spelled out earlier also, in-plant training is the very important way where we can have the connect with the industry. So for a intake or for a class of 60 student or 60 plus student, definitely we can go across around 50 plus companies, and this industry connect, that will be very much useful, because these student, they come back after 8 months, after 8 weeks, after 16 weeks, they come back to the institute, deliver the seminar, and while delivering the seminar, all the faculty members, they are instructed to go through that seminar, so that the information collected by the student, that is readily available at the disposal of the faculty members, that what all are the technologies that are being used in the industries. In addition to this, we do get some projects, that is GIZ Masya. GIZ and Masya, they do pick up some industrial project, so that the academia, they can provide some solutions, since they have the student as well as the faculty member who are working on this. So definitely this industry connect, that boost up the confidence of the student, as well as the faculty member also get updated with the recent technology that are being used in the industry. At state and national level project competition also, the students are made to participate, and there whatever the interaction that takes place, obviously maybe for the student or for the faculty who is going to accompany with the student for that competition, they get connected with the other institution as well as industries also. And then another way of enhancing the industry connect is to invite the industry people for various functions, various workshop, seminar, inaugural or valedictory function, wherein the messages given by the industry people, that is also very much important to get connected with the industry, the happening of the industry. So also we do invite few of the industry people for assessment of the project, the final assessment of the project for the final year student. So this way we are very much working, so that we will be in pace with the industries for all these activities.
Yes, sir. So, sir, please share with us the challenges that you have faced while inculcating this program in your curriculum.
Very nice question, ma'am. The challenges, yes, for starting anything, you need to, or you are always bound to face some challenges. Yes, there were also few of the challenges that we face while inculcating this program of electrical engineering in the curriculum. Yes. So as I told you, our other programs at Maharashtra Institute of Technology, they are quite elder than us. We are started the electrical engineering discipline or program. It has started in 2014. So this program, it was the suggestion given by the industry people, or maybe the parents, one of the pillar of any college. They have insisted to our director or to our management that Maharashtra Institute, it should also have this electrical engineering branch. Now the challenges was that other branches were already there. The students, if we introduced this course in 2014, and the challenge was that how to start this program when all others are already existing, and the students who were from the rural background. Then another challenge was that how to establish the labs, because when we have to set up the lab, we have to take the utmost care, because we'll be playing with the live electricity, and which may cause the hazards to the students. So that's why this was also one of the challenge while inculcating the curriculum, program curriculum. So this way the challenges were also taken care. We could overcome those challenges, and the student who were having or who are very much aspiring to get the admission, they could get entry into our institution. So when the student got admitted, so preparing the curriculum was also a challenge, because we have to maintain the standard of the institute, and the students who are coming from the rural background. So both these things we need to take care, we need to handle very properly, so that the curriculum may not be heavy for that student, and also he should be able to get a good education, and while passing out from this institution, he could come up with flying colors. So this was also a challenge for us, that how to, in a very short duration of time, the skill set that are required these days to develop this, it was a little bit challenge, because if you look into the education, like 10+2 education, the students, they are not getting of that quality what we are expecting in the rural area. So that's why the challenge was to carry out the challenge was to develop the skill set in the student. So we have taken care right from the first year of the student. We have started focusing on the development of the skill set. So the soft skill that are very much required these days. So we have taken care, we have introduced this subject, and we worked very hard. We have provided a lot of platform to the student, lot of presentation they should do, so that whatever they are having in their mind, that should come up on their lips, and they should be able to speak. So the stage courage, all these things, we need to put it into the student, and this way we could overcome the challenge of imbibing the program in the curriculum.
Yes, sir. So, sir, my next question to you is that what are the types of projects that the students are working on through this program?
Yes, the projects, yes, electrical engineering, lot of projects can be performed. The student, they come up with the different ideas they are having, and they try to address the recent technology, and they also see that this technology, it will be useful for the society, that will be useful for the country at a large. So based on this, the students are given opportunity to select the project of their own. In addition to that, they are also instructed to see that the utility of the project should be available to the society at a large. And that's why, since in the student, they also try to provide the solution to the different organizations that are available in Aurangabad region. So like for MSCB, they are improving the power factor, avoiding the electricity theft, that control. Then further is how the billing system can be improved. So these are few of the projects. Then how the power factor, it can be, how the faults can be detected, because these days we can find out due to rainy season, now and then the electricity. So fault finding, it becomes very difficult. The students are also working. Then the losses in the transmission and distribution. So these are all the areas wherein the students are working. Now, apart from this, they are also very much aware about this solar. So solar pumps. So can we operate the solar pumps? Can we operate the pumps with the help of solar energy? Then rooftop solar, as our institute is fully covered with rooftop solar. So the students are also aware of that. They are also doing lot of projects. They are also doing the tracking of the solar as per the direction changed by the sun. So these are few of the projects they are doing. In addition to this, few of the students, they are also working on the two-wheelers or the bicycle which can be driven by the battery operated, or they are battery powered two-wheelers. Few students, they are also working for they are planning to work on a four-wheeler which will be powered by the upcoming battery packs. So these are the few of the areas where the students are also. Then a few control algorithms they are also using for the different activities, for different like garbage, since Aurangabad is listed in the smart city. So few solutions they are providing to like garbage management. Then furthermore, they are also using the different technique, that is the house automation, how the things can be made very, very easier for the resident. So also for the our students, they are not limiting themselves for the industry. They are also participating. One of our group, they have participated in the first wave of COVID-19 in one of the competition, and they have developed ultraviolet, that is UV canister, wherein it will be useful. It was funded by JZ Mashia with a fund of rupees 50,000, and like the students are continuously working. Few students, they are also undertaking the project of the few of the industries, and these are giving them the solution, because due to lockdown, the few of the components that were not on. So students have worked very, very efficiently during the lockdown also. Few students with proper permission, and once in a week, they visited the institute and they performed the project over there.
Yes, sir.
Next question.
So, sir, my last question to you is that what are the benefits and career options after pursuing this course?
Very important question, ma'am. Now, once the student has entered the institute to become an electrical engineer, so there are the broad areas wherein he can develop himself, he can engage himself. So electrical engineer, he is responsible for designing, developing new electrical systems. Yes, these qualities we try to impart into the student. He should be always curious to know how this can be modified, how it can be used in a better way, so that that is the developing of a new electrical system that can happen. Test the equipment, find the solutions. These are the other things that the student do.
Yes, sir. So, sir, it was very good to hear you. Thank you so much for connecting with us and for your valuable time. And I'm sure when students will watch this interview, they will definitely get a direction. And I thank you again for being a part of the initiative.
Ma'am, I would like to add a few more things in this. So I was just
Yes, sir. Please add.
Okay. So I was talking about developing the new electrical system. Furthermore, they can also make themselves available for test of equipment. They could find the solution to the electrical problems and devices. Now, in addition to this, when we talk about the future of an electrical engineering graduate in India, so we know that electrical vehicle will soon start ruling the Indian roads, and this career will definitely provide decent career prospects for the student. We could see that the battery prices, they have dropped down to around 73% since 2010, and the electric cars are expected to the budget friendly as compared to the fueled power cars. The International Energy Agency estimated that by 2025, 70 million electrical cars will be on the road. The countries around the world are recognizing the importance and potential of electrical vehicles. So industry is expected to generate at least 1 crore of jobs by 2030. So this is very wonderful opportunity for the electrical engineer to find out the areas, like they can be an entrepreneur, they can be a job seeker, they can do a lot of innovations in this particular area, provided if their fundamentals are very developed very correctly, and they can work in the different like design, they can work on the battery management system, and a lot of job opportunities that are there for future electrical engineering graduate. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for taking out your time and connecting with us.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for providing me an opportunity to tell you something about the electrical engineering department at Maharashtra Institute of Technology. Maharashtra Institute of Technology is an autonomous institution from this year. So we'll be having the first batch who will be admitted in the autonomous mode of operation. So thank you so much. It was
Thank you,
nice
sir.
to talk to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Same here, sir. Thank you.